Good morning, guys. Motherboard. How are you all doing on this fine, lovely Saturday morning? This is a bit of a special video that I'm bringing for you guys. This is actually to do with issues that we've been having with my PC. Now, as many of you know, I haven't actually been able to do any work in terms of streaming, in terms of creating videos for my YouTube channel. In fact, there's been quite a bit that I've not been able to do because of this machine. Now, some of you will be aware that from talking with me and trying to get an understanding of what's been going on, that we've been having issues with the graphics card and potentially having issues with the motherboard. Now, just to give a bit of back history, since we built this system, there's been nothing but problems with the machine on the whole. And we've replaced everything apart from the graphics card and the motherboard. So what we are doing today is we are doing a stress test on the graphics card and the motherboard and the CPU, which we're going to be running through OCCT. Now, the reason for doing this is to actually show you guys what is actually happening, because we ran OCT on the machine last night, and within 9 minutes and 26 seconds, the whole system crashed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be capturing what's going off via the webcam, which you guys will see on the monitors. I've got a time of 15 minutes. We're only actually going to run OCCT for 15 minutes because of the actual time frame of actually when it went last night. So we don't want to run it, cause instability on the actual system if there's no need to. Because we already know it's crashing, and we already know what time it's crashing at. So guys, I'm going to turn the webcam, I'm going to show you the screens, and we're going to get on with this. So there you go, guys. You can see both the actual screens. We're going to be running OCT on this screen, and we're going to be running the stress test, which you'll see on there. The stress test is going to be done full screen. So let's get this open, get this started, and get OCT open. La da dee. Okay, so it is a bit bright, so you can't actually fully see what's going off on the screen. Okay, but as you already see with OCT is actually missing half graphic information. Now that, let me bring me a second. Let me just load up this. Where are you? Okay, we're just bringing up the camera controllers so that you guys can actually see what's going off. Okay. Oh my lord. Why do programs not actually work as intended? So as you can see, yeah, OCT is actually missing half of its information when it's loaded up. But we'll drop that onto that screen. Right, now, you can't really see great on what's actually happening with this right now, but let's bring that in a bit closer. Let's turn the monitor that way slightly. In fact, we might have to bring this a bit here this way. There we go. Okay, so let's zoom the camera out a little bit. Well, can we get back in? No, we can't get fully in because of the light behind me. The light behind me is actually making it a bit too bright, so let me switch that off. There we go. Not like it does anything else. Let's switch that one off. No, and that's just completely screwed up the camera full stop. Okay, so, well, light is not working very well at the moment. But on OCT, if we drop it there, okay, let's see if we can zoom it a little bit more in. No, we can't. Right, what I'll do is I'll show you the actual settings. But what I'm going to do here, this bit here, we're setting OCT to automatic. So because we're setting it to automatic, we're going to set it on 15 minutes. But we're going to do it through the GPU, because it's the GPU that we'll want to test initially anyway. So I'm going to get this ready. We're setting it for 15 minutes. So guys, I do apologise. You might get a bit bored watching this, but at least we are getting it documented to show you exactly what is going on. So here we go, guys. Let's start the stress test now. Oh, hang on. We've just screwed up there a second. Yeah, I know, that's today's. We forgot to put it into full screen. Okay, so just to let you know that the actual settings on this is for the Radeon RX480. Resolution on the screen size is 1920 by 1080. We've got it on full screen. And we're going to run it from there. So here we go, try again. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and go. And already it's fucking up. Okay, why is that not running properly? There we go. Now, just to give you a bit of background regarding this machine, what will happen is the whole system should completely freeze up. It'll leave everything on the screens, but unfortunately, to get it out of that, we do have to reboot. Now, I know some of you will turn around and say that that's the system crashing. Sorry, but no, it's not, because the system's actually designed to restart on a system crash. Which you'll see that that's not what's happening. What is happening is the actual graphics card, in terms of the GPU, is freezing to a point that it becomes unresponsive. We're also testing this at 60 frames per second. We're also testing on DirectX 11. Now let's have a look what's happening with the monitoring. Oh, okay, so it's still doing it. It just altered itself while we were adjusting it. So as you see from OCCT, you can, from me just doing that, we're getting a few dips. In fact, the temperature, lowest point on temperature at the moment was 34. The CPU V core is currently running at 1.54. The VIN is currently running at 1.85. Now, the graphics card isn't the bog standard 4 gig. It is a 8 gig Nitro, which some of you may be aware is the boosted BIOS on the actual board itself. Okay, so far we've had nearly 5 minutes, no issues just yet. We are still seeing the actual temperature sitting at 46, but we have seen quite a rise in terms of what have we got on here? The VIN's gone up a little bit, so we're still monitoring that. CPU usage currently is only sat at 13%. Memory being used is only 2.5 gig. Okay, as I was saying, last night the actual system crashed down at 9 minutes 26 seconds. We've just passed that point, so at the moment it's doing all right. Oh. There we go, guys. There we go. That's just proven. We've just had an issue with it. And look at that, straight out red. Right, so we've still actually got 2.5 minutes left of that test. But look what's happened. Now, the screen's red. The reason why the screen's red is that it's just failed the stress test. Now, as you can see, my system is now completely unresponsive. We've got no mouse, no nothing. So, let me bring the camera back up. What this now means is I've got to now reboot the PC because it's crashed. It's a graphical crash, as you can see, because if that were a full system crash, that would have rebooted. For the simple reason, it is set to reboot on a system crash. So, guys, thank you for joining me on this video. As you can see, there is problems with the graphics card. It is going back today. This is just to record what has gone off and how it is responding. So, guys, I will catch you again in a bit.